Hi everybody, my name is Karen Weinman and I'm an accredited facilitator for the Transformation Game workshops. I am accredited by the creators of the Transformation Game, which comes from Findhorn in the north of Scotland, where I also lived for 5 years. I have been involved in the game for 20 years now, and I am still amazed at the power of this workshop, at the power of this tool, how beautifully and how guided and conscious and involved not only are people in the workshop, but the universe in the play of the game. So let me show you a little bit about the game. I've laid out the board here. This is a 6-player board, which you will only find with accredited facilitators for workshops. And how it works is this. You will choose an intention to play the game. You can choose any intention that you would like to transform, whether it's on a physical, an emotional, a mental, a spiritual level. And to give you an example, intentions are anything you choose. I intend to heal my relationship with my husband. I intend to heal my relationship with my parents, with my children, with my spouse. I intend to create a beautiful dynamic in my work environment. I intend to be successful. I intend to grow my own self-love. I intend to find more peace in my life. There is really anything that you can choose. Once you have set your intention for the workshop, when you start to play, you have an unconscious envelope which you fill with cards without looking at them. Because, of course, when we are born into life, we do not know what is in our unconscious, and so hence the game. Once you have chosen your cards, you begin to play. You will be in the source, and you move around the source until you land on a square, and you'll move to the top of your life path. Each person has their own life path, which they travel on while in the group. And as you move around your life path, you are guided by an angel. Angels are mentors. They are unrealized strengths you might have, but basically it's the spiritual input of the game and supports and guides you along your entire path. And let me just give you an idea of some angels. I've pulled some out here. Here we have the angel of compassion, the angel of awakening. There are over 70 angels to choose from, and the appropriate one will always join you with your intention on your path. Now, as you travel along the path, you take a dice, you throw it, and you move square by square. And as you land on each square, you'll take out a card that's appropriate to that square. And cards are different varieties. For example, here's an insight. My personality is radiant with support. And then we'll find out what that means in relation to the intention you set. And at the bottom, it says gain 3 awareness tokens. So as you play the game, you are gaining awareness and learning about what is in your unconscious envelope. There are also squares and cards for setbacks. These are your sabotage patterns, where you're challenged, where there is something blocking your intention that you're unaware of. To give you an example, this one says you want other people to do it for you, take 2 pains. And so square by square, you take these cards out of your unconscious envelope and you process them and you clear your intention away and you heal all these different patterns, and at the same time grow your self-esteem, your knowingness, your awareness of who you are, so that by the end of the game you've cleared. Now, the aim of the game is not to get to the end as fast as possible. The aim of the game is to clear out your unconscious envelope. As you move along your life path and you gather cards, they get put onto scorecards. This one, for example, is the physical level scorecard. And so you'll move through the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. And getting to the end of the game is not the requirement. The requirement is to empty your unconscious and clear out your intention so that you have transformed whatever you have chosen to work on. It doesn't mean that you will work through every layer in the game. That is not the point. Everybody will have different layers. Some people will stay on one for most of the game. Some will move through all of them. It's not about how many of them. It's about the depth that you go to. On this point, let me just note that you have a choice as to how deep or how superficial you would like to play the game. There are no shoulds, there are no musts. And I, as the facilitator on the outside, will give you feedback, but it is for my role in the game to know all the rules and the guidelines. There is a huge file that I need to know because any situation can arise in the game and we need to be ready for that. So you can just play the game, not worry about the rules and the guidelines. That's my role. I hold the space for that. And while you're playing, the game will mirror your life back to you. The way you play this game is the way you play your life. And so the way you interact with other people that are playing together with you, the things that you may repeat a few times. So I, as a facilitator, may see a pattern and I'll give you feedback so that you can grow and be more conscious around what you're doing. And so you heal. So it is a phenomenal tool. It is not called the transformation game for nothing. So let me come to players. I particularly play anything from 2 to 6 players. It can be played solo. I personally prefer not to because there is a huge strength in community. You know, when you play with other people, they're mirrors for you. You are learning from how they are processing, just your ways of being, and the cards that they may pull out will give you information that will help you to grow. And so I encourage there to be groups from a minimum of 2 up to a group of 6. Those people can be people that you know. You can phone me and say, hi, Karen. I've got a group of friends. We'd like to play this game together. We've been together for a long time. We know each other and we're willing to go deep with each other. However, there are some people that will come to me and say, I really would like to play. I don't want to play with anybody I know. I'd like to have my privacy with my own issues. And then what will happen is I will email my group, my mailing list that has been gathering over the last 20 years, and ask who wants to play a game. And they know if they're ready to play a game, they will come forward, or if there's an issue they would like to play with, they step forward. And it is amazing how the correct, the appropriate, the timiest people all come together to create a synchronicity and a beautiful game of harmony and transformation. We can play anything from a day long to 3 days. I prefer the 3-day game. I like to play 3 half days, 3 4.5-hour sessions per day, or maybe a bit longer depending on the group. But I like to play just half a day so that people afterwards can go home, they can rest, they can absorb, they can think it through, contemplate, sleep on it. They might even have dreams, and they come back the next day ready to go to the next step because they've taken in what they've been learning the next day. And so the intensity allows them to transform at a very, very deep level. And so I like to play up to three days, but not everyone has that time, so we can play in a shorter time. So I hope this information has helped you a little bit to understand the transformation game and the workshops that I facilitate. I do not sell the board. I'm here to facilitate transformation in people. It is something that I love doing. I'm very passionate about, and just am amazed at the power of this tool. So don't miss it. If you are interested, I do travel with the game. Otherwise, email me and ask more information, or email me to book. If you are seeing this from another website, this is karenweinman.com. Please get hold of me. The details are below. Otherwise, please see below this video for more information, photographs of some of the pieces of the board, history on the game, etc. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.